back to another episode after dinner. Come and join us tonight's episode. We are doing fried ice cream. It is an ideal that I seen on YouTube. I have to make sure I can find a YouTube page again so I can comment their link down below. But it's a really simple ideal. People love fried ice cream and it's a great summer dessert. Now, just want to do a little introduction to who I am. I am Kenya Pickens, owner of Velvet Cake LLC here in Birmingham, Alabama. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Also, I'm doing commentary now. So I'm known for baking cakes, decorating desserts, doing wedding cakes, doing birthday parties. But here on this YouTube channel, it's going to be straight about realistic experiences with desserts, cakes, anything you can think of. Have you ever been watching something on television and you think to yourself, I could do that? They make it look so simple. Well, it's not really that easy. I have done different desserts and thought that to myself, I can do this. It's really, really simple. Why don't I just go ahead and throw it together? This is what they told me to do. But here on this channel, we're going to talk about the do's and the don'ts, what works, what doesn't work, and what's realistic and what's not realistic. Because come on, if you live in a different state when it comes to desserts, especially cake, it all depends on the climate and it depends on the land. I'll give you another example. I did a stiletto for a cake about 3 weeks ago. Thinking to myself, I could just do fondant. I've been looking it up on YouTube. All I gotta do is find it. Wrong. Because it was raining that day, there was a whole bunch of moisture in the air, I just couldn't do the stiletto out of fondant. I had to mix it with gum paste, and I'm sure you're at home thinking to yourself, she should have known that. But if you are a new cake decorator, a baker, sometimes you don't know these things, and when you go to someone's YouTube channel or look on TV and you're thinking to yourself, I can just use straight fondant without using any stiffener, you're going to find yourself in a dilemma like I did when I was setting up the cake at someone's birthday party and the heel turned into a slide. So that's what my channel is all about. Get the facts, get the realities. We're going to test some of these concepts that we see on YouTube. We're going to test some of the desserts that we see on Facebook, Instagram, and please, if you see anything that you would like for me to test out, definitely tag me on my Facebook, comment below, and also visit me on my Instagram. We're going to go ahead and get started with the fried ice cream demo. Now, for our first step, I am going to make my egg wash. Now, in my opinion, you do not need a particular number of eggs to do an egg wash. All you have to do is just use some eggs. You can add a little water in there. The egg wash is mainly, in this situation, is mainly just to keep the crumb coat, the cereal coat, attached to the ice cream. So we just need to keep that all intact. And I'm just going to whisk it. Like I said, you can either add a little water to it or you can keep it like it is. Now I'm going to line my little glass souffle bowl with my plastic wrap. Now I'm lightly spraying my small souffle bowl. This is one of my favorite bowls to use. Great for if you're doing any gum paste flours or any fondant flours, but I really highly suggest mixing fondant and gum paste together, making your flours, and you need to hold a shape. This is one of the things that I use when I'm doing flours, just to hold a nice shape, or any other shape. It doesn't have to be flours. As you see, I have sprayed it with some canola oil. Now I've lined it with plastic wrap, and now I'm going to scoop my French vanilla ice cream in a bowl so I can get started with my fried ice cream. Here on this channel, I am not trying to promote any brands, but I will be honest with you. If it's a name brand that's really gonna work better for what we're trying to do, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it. Because earlier today, I discovered cheap is not always the right route. I went on ahead and demoed this recipe for myself and used an off-brand ice cream. Put it in the freezer Tuesday, was thinking it was gonna be hard by today. Never seen melted ice cream in a freezer. So some recipes you have to use name brand, because even though sometimes we think name brand, they're just expensive because they're trying to get more money. No, really the quality is really adding up to the name. So today we're using Blue Bunny. So I'm taking my scoop of ice cream. Ooh, look at that. And I'm taking my spatula. And I'm smoothing out just a little bit. And like I said, this idea that I got, I'm going to actually put in the link below whose YouTube page I got it from. I thought it was a really cool idea. Now, when I looked at it, it's called for a special surprise chocolate in the middle. Now, the chocolate that they put in the middle was the Rocher chocolate with the hazelnut in the middle and the hazelnut around it. But this is also another funny thing that I found out. I know that fruit is sometimes in season, vegetables are sometimes in season, and did you know that chocolate is sometimes in season? Which I think is kind of weird because I could not find the Rochelles anywhere. It was crazy. Let me know if I'm not saying it right. Comment below. But it's okay. It's almost Valentine's, and you all already know that we've been advertising our Valentine's love basket, which I'll be talking about that a little bit more a little later on. But in this case, for our fried ice cream, I'm going to put a chocolate surprise in the middle. And it's going to be our heart candy, suitable for Valentine's. So I'm just going to place it in the middle of the ice cream. It's like a little chocolate surprise. Then I'm going to take another scoop of ice cream and put it on top and smooth it out. Now, the plastic wrap, I'm going to gather it together. And this plastic wrap is really supposed to keep the shape of the ice cream. Shape it like a little ball. Put it on your favorite pan and place it in the freezer. Like so. Okay. Now I went on ahead, let it freeze in the freezer, and now I'm going to put it in the cereal. Now this cereal is actually going to give it a coat because you're frying this ice cream. So I'm sure people are like, fried ice cream? This is what makes it fried. And I want to make sure I coat it really, really well because I would hate to put this in the deep fryer, and for the ice cream to just all of a sudden ooze on out. So now we're going to go ahead and put it in the egg wash. And the egg wash is what's going to add to the coating. Again, it's going to help with the frying process. So now I highly recommend that if you are serving this to a group of people, or even if it's a commercial party, I would definitely have like a separate bowl for the cereal, because you really don't want to egg wash, put it back in, and then put another cereal, put it back in, and put it back in the same bowl. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stumbling. But put it in the cereal, put it in the egg wash, and put it back in there. You want to have a different bowl. So now we are covering it all up. I want to make sure I do this right. I want to get it nice and coated. I'm going to put it back in my tray and let it chill a little bit more. Then we're going to go ahead and test this out. I'm dropping my ice cream in there. It doesn't need to be in there too long. And remember, it's still ice cream. too hot. If you need a thermometer just to measure the temperature of the grease, go right ahead. But me, I'm more of a, if I feel like it's hot enough. But then again, I was talking too much, so I got it a little bit too hot. That's okay. We're gonna try this fried ice cream in just a second. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add chocolate to the fun. Remember, there's chocolate inside. And now we're gonna add a little chocolate on the top. Ew. That looks good. And since I don't have a taste tester, I'm gonna have to eat this by myself. I can probably eat all of it. Let's see. But the trick is to make sure your ice cream is frozen solid, and also make sure your grease isn't too hot. You cannot leave the ice cream in there too long. Duh, because it's ice cream. Look. I'm trying to get to the middle of this ice cream now, because we have a surprise. So as you see, I did a short demo of the fried ice cream. Now this is what I learned today. I learned that one, gotta make sure you have a good brand of ice cream. None of that non-name brand that's gonna melt in the freezer. Think about it. Melting in the freezer, so you know if it melts in the freezer, it's gonna melt in the car. So definitely can't do that. So that's the number one lesson. Make sure you have a really good brand flavor ice cream. I would say Blue Bunny, Blue Bell, Breyers, Mayfield, something that you like. Also, when you fry the fried ice cream, make sure that the oil is not too hot. You will not leave the fried ice cream in for too long. I would say just 30 seconds. That's it. Let it cool down. You can pop it back in the freezer. Drizzle it with some chocolate. Also, remember, we did put a piece of the Heart Valentine's chocolate in the middle of the ice cream. Another thing I learned is you might want to get a chocolate that's pretty soft. Don't have your chocolate in the refrigerator, because when you do bite into your fried chocolate, you want that ice cream to kind of like, you know, still be soft, but you also want the chocolate to be soft also. You don't want like a hard piece of chocolate in the middle of ice cream because it's already cold chocolate. That's why in the video that I'm going to comment below, you do see that they demo the Revels. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's the ones with the hazelnut on the outside, the chocolate. Do you know what I'm talking about? You can go ahead and like jump in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's seasonal because I could not find it. It was so crazy. But anyway, it's the one that's in the golden wrapper, or sometimes it's in the brown wrapper. It's so good. It's so good. Or maybe you can get like Dove ice cream, the Dove chocolate, because I know that chocolate isn't really that hard. Any type of chocolate that's not going to be hard to enjoy that's in the middle of the ice cream. So what else did I have to think of when it comes to my commentary of this dessert? It's a great dessert, but I don't think you should do it for birthdays. No, not birthdays in the summertime. I mean, this is a really good dessert, like if you're at home or at a restaurant and they make it for you, but if you're at home and you're like, hey, I just want a new spin on ice cream. Let's do fried ice cream, honey. Then you can do fried ice cream, or whoever you're at the house with. But saying like maybe serving at a birthday, keeping it on a silver platter, I wouldn't suggest that. That's just my opinion. I know some people just look at desserts and they're just like, oh my goodness, I can do it. I can do it like this and it can be okay and we can sit out. Give you an example. Banana pudding cake. I can just imagine somebody want a 2-tier banana pudding cake and they want to sit it outside for about 2 hours at a kid's birthday party. Some desserts are not meant to be left in certain conditions, and that's the reason why I decided to form my now YouTube channel. All right, thank you all once again for joining me. Before I leave, I just want to let you guys know that we are still doing the Valentine's Love Box, which consists of Naughty But Nice kettle corn, Christy loves candy apples, Zora, which is also Miss Kia Holmes, her Velvet Cake-licious body scrub, also 2 cupcakes by yours truly, Velvet Cake. Also, we're going to have some coupons in there, some business cards. Skullhead Productions is the one that does the production for me, so I'm very grateful and very thankful to have them in our love box this year promoting their business. Definitely give them a shout out and a holler if you need any type of production need. Also, just doing our last minute commentary about the fried ice cream. One thing you need to remember, this fried ice cream is really good for if you're going out to restaurants. It's something that the restaurant can do for you really quick. Nothing that you should let sit out because it is still ice cream. It's fried ice cream, but it's still ice cream. I wouldn't suggest you do it for like a kid's birthday party or a wedding because of the humidity and also the heat. It is ice cream. It's still ice cream. So definitely do not leave it in the grease too long. Fry it. I would probably say get you maybe a candy thermometer and measure the temperature of the grease, how hot you would like it, maybe 175. I know my mother, she fries pies on, I believe it's like 160 something. But anyway, I'll give you more details in the subscription below, down in the comments below. Also, if you notice, we put a heart chocolate candy in the ice cream. So I would suggest get a chocolate candy or get some type of surprise, edible surprise that's not going to be too hard. Because when you eat into the ice cream, you want it to be soft enough that you can cut into the candy also and enjoy it with your ice cream. Make sure you fry it and put it straight into the cooler or into the freezer so it can hold its shape. Definitely do not do what I did at first and buy cheap ice cream. Cheap ice cream will not work in this case. If you want to make your ice cream, I say definitely go for it. But something like Mayfield, Blue Bunny, Bluebell, something like that, I think it'll be a great addition. If you can just go ahead and work with that, it's good for frying. You know, there's a reason why things are cheap. They're cheap for a reason. You get what you pay for. So just want to also let you all know, some of you guys been hitting me up on my website, also been emailing me, calling me, wondering about our location. The location has changed, but the taste is still the same. We are no longer in Woodlawn, but I will definitely have a list on where our location is going to be this summer, and so also this spring. So it's going to be a list for the spring, summer, and the fall, and also where we're going to be at the end of the year, because we always going to have something year-round for you guys, so you guys can enjoy us year-round. Definitely in Gaston, year-round in Gaston, year-round in Birmingham. So thank you again, my sweet tooths, for joining me again today. I hope you guys have a lovely evening. This has been another episode of After Dinner.
Baby Cake LLC.